Hi guys, this is English Academy Online and this is Peter, and today I'm going to carry on with this pack of videos where I'm preparing an exam, the C2 level, which is the proficiency exam, the an oral exam. Today I'm going to talk about uh, homeschooling. All right, homeschooling, although it's only at its first stages, its first stages, it's been it's proven to be quite effective. Children not only are they not only are they getting better marks, that but they also can they also can they also can they can also or they yeah they can also um, enjoy the freedom of not being forced to sit, to go, or to attend lessons on a regular basis, which give them the opportunity to be more creative, to find out any kind of information online or at libraries. And moreover, they have the chance to have a private teacher during the whole course to prepare him or her specifically for the exam. This seems to be the future. Nowadays, the percentage of homeschooling, or the rates, is very low. Although within 20 years, it's expected to increase at 40% or 30%, 40%, 25%, something like that. All right. Human beings need to need to change their rules because sometimes people behave like they were robots. They accept things and this is it. They do not analyze things enough. They do not analyze the causes of a problem. And I'm not saying, I mean, these words do not mean at all that this is the final solution or something like that, or the ultimate solution. However, on the other hand, there seems to me that it's very interesting in terms of efficiency, or in efficiency terms. Hata, was I asked for that? Was I asked for a solution? I may try to convey new elements of. I mean, I'd say yes to this. I mean, from my point of view, this is essential. I mean, this is essential and crucial to be doing like that. I mean, the education system needs to be changed or transformed into something more realistic, into something more appropriate, and new ideas are highly welcome. And teachers should ought to be teachers are the main force. Thereby, or thus, they ought to. I mean, the governments ought to focus more on teachers, since are the main force. And it seems that it's very important or essential to create more stimulating lessons. And this is more than possible. This is very likely to take part to be set or to be manifested. I mean, if we want to meet with success, we ought to bear in mind the fact of the importance of the quality of lessons. And motivated teachers would, in the long run, would create more motivated students. Motivation is the key to success in life. If you're not motivated at all, or if we're not motivated at all, there's nothing to be done. I mean, everything we're going to do is not going to have our soul. And it's understandable that these words can sound like too spiritual, but if 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 uh, if we mm, analyze these words, they seem to be very logical. All right, and yeah, this is how it is. Now I'm going to talk. I have something like 30 minutes left. Okay, I have something like 30 minutes left, and I'm going to change another thing. This is for the C2 level proficiency. If you have any doubts, please subscribe and comment. Write down any comments, and I try to improve my performance. All right. Well, this is what I wanted to convey. It's not easy though. Now let's talk about arts. What is it considered as arts? Long time ago, real artists were very impressive. Nowadays, although there are very few real artists, now artists, arts. So there are many people who wanted to defy any logic, and thereby they consider art to everything, the most grotesque things. For instance, I do remember that a person who is called or is seen as an artist, uh, exhibited exhibited death, death, exhibited death animals in glasses, and this was an art. And honestly, it seems very difficult to see arts in this area. I mean, in these cases, and there are plenty of cases like that. Songs used to be a piece of art, or, or pieces of art. Nowadays, there are very strange, weird, stupid songs which are considered pieces of art, and it's very hard from a critical view to be analyzing this, because since was it doesn't seem to me pieces of art, but there are art should be or ought to be the manifestation of our souls. If we're able to manifest our souls, to manifest art through our souls, everything will be considered as a piece of art. Even a lesson can be considered not as a piece of art, but as very creative. And what's art? Art is supposed to manifest our creativity. But most people think of art when most people who think about art believe that it's only painters, musicians, um, actors, and directors are artists, which is not the case. It doesn't seem to be the case. I'd say that the most important thing is to create something out of your mind and your spirit. And then this is art, this is creativity, you know? Oh, a writer, sorry, I forgot. A writer is considered to be an artist, but only these together with the the chances or possibilities I named before, I wanted to create writers. Okay. Nowadays we should or we ought to open our heart, our minds. Sorry, hearts. Well, hearts, yes, but this is not. This is not what I wanted to express. Express right now, and I do want to express that thing. Now, if you ask me about that, if you ask me what do I think about that, I'd say that it's not. I mean, art for me, creativity is the most important thing, or essential thing, if you like. You know, and you can be creative by being a teacher, by being a doctor, even by know being a you know um, anything that comes to your mind, you create that in your mind and then you transform it into reality. I mean, you do the proper things in order to create that from your inner sight to eyesight. This is how it works. An artist, a true artist, will tell you that everything they create, it comes from inside them, from their soul, their minds, their spirit. You know, yeah. Thereby, or to conclude, arts, although most people think or reckon or believe that only artists, there are only writers, I know, actors, singers, directors are artists and painters. There are many other possibilities to create, and thus, or hence, to be creative. And creativity is linked to artist, art, to arts. All right. So thereby, this is what I believe or what I think. This is my point of view. Yeah. Now let's talk about bullying at schools. Bullying has always existed, not only at school, but later on at jobs. But why is it happening? It can be said that people who bother others are people who are already mistreated, and they want to focus their frustration to others. Most people do that all the time. Not only bullies, bullies can be anyone because it's frustration. It seems only logical to think that bullies have to, but the, the main problem is their frustration. So the main thing, the main, I mean, sorry, I said die. Bullies should or ought to work work on. I mean, they should. Um, they should ought to be helped. Of course, the bullies and the people who are bullied. But I want to focus on bullies now. Later on, we're going to focus on the bullied people. People who have been bullied, bull. All right. Bullies. Bullies should focus on how to manifest this anger and to transform this anger in something more positive, something more helpful for them and for the rest of the people. Since we're living in a society, we ought to help each other out. Each other out, I think, right? We ought to help each other out. We ought to help people out, not to bully them, not to bother them, since we are all one. All right. Thereby, this is one of the things. Another thing is now let's converse about, or let's focus on the people who are bullied or who are being bullied. All right. They probably need uh, psychological help, because this behavior can damage not only their bodies but their brains and their spirits, and thereby this is a very serious thing. This is a very serious matter. One thing is to fight, because everyone can fight one day or another, because you are angry and the other person gets angry, and they argue and they can they can fight one day, but not on a regular basis. So parents are very important on that matter. I mean, they ought to help people out. Um, they ought to pay more attention to their own children, and there are quite a great deal of parents who are not going to take it so seriously, and they're not going to help um, their own children out. Why is that? Who knows? But I do understand that life can be stressful sometimes. But this is not an excuse. It doesn't seem an excuse to to not to help, an excuse not to help your children out. So psychologists and psychiatrists are very needed in these cases. It seems only logical to mention that. I mean, to conclude, bullies and the people who are getting bullied ought to be helped out by their parents, psychologists, by psychologists, and by psychiatrists. Okay, okay, yeah. Another subject, which more probably be the last one. Uh, mm, I don't know. Um, Motivation, for example. Let's talk about motivation. Are you motivated? Do you know that only a tiny percentage of people are really, really motivated? Motivation comes from our side, our inner selves. I mean, from inside, not from outside. People are tend to believe that it comes from outside. However, motivation comes from inside. Once a person gets motivated, he or she will feel very energized, and he or she will produce a very positive. Sorry, he's going to he or she is going to produce happiness around him or her. Since a motivated person um, is is you know very important. Motivation is the key to success. Yeah. Another thing we all have to face, is the fear to fail. In order to meet, or in order to do that, or in order to doing that, in order to meet with success, we ought to bear in mind that the fear of failure is one of the main things that is going to impede something like impede to meet with success. The fear to fail. Moreover, what's success? Success is not only um, earning, mm, earning tons of euros or dollars. Success can be also can be also can also be can be also can be also right can be also um, having good friends, having a girl or man or boy who loves you, and having fun, stimulating life. Since there are some great deal of millionaires or rich people who kill themselves, and why does it happen? It seems that this is because this happens, or this is happening, or this is happening right now because, or since us, they dislike their lives. Not because not only is money important. There are other issues which are much more important. Love. But when I mean love, I mean but love. But love is often misunderstood. Love is not only love for a person, for a woman, for a man, for another person. Love comes from inside, not from outside. And we project this love to others or to, but love can also be for a project, for something, for a dream, for an objective, for a business, but not because of the money, but because of what you're going to get from it. Yeah. Therefore, To conclude, motivation is essential or the key. One of the main keys to success. Motivation comes from insight and motivated, not motivating people will probably meet with success in many areas of their lives. This is the conclusion, I think. Another thing now, the figure of a coach, hmm, figures of odds of a coach seems essential. Sorry, what happened here? Sorry, yeah, something happened. What? What happened? Why? I don't know. What's wrong? I see. All right, sorry. Yeah, now the figure. Sorry, there was a problem. Sorry, I was saying that as I was saying, the figure of a coach now is very interesting because since was people who are not motivated, they can be motivated by a coach. You know, it's the only thing they do. It's the only thing they do to try to motivate people out, to motivate people. Sorry, in order for them to achieve their goals or objectives or aims. Mhm. And we should never give up to our aims, goals, or dreams. Myself have a dream. I myself have a dream. There is a saying: "He who conquers motivation, motivation is going to conquer everything." You know, he who is motivated, he who is motivated he's going to achieve many beautiful dreams or objectives or goals or aims. All right, and this is how it is. And by the way, I do hope that you do like my videos. All right, and I'll be here much more often than ever. I'm trying to project my thoughts and my English and everything to this channel. And but I'm going to do it in a more creative way. Okay, and this is what I'm trying to do. Okay, and I'm going to show you part of my life too, as well, if you like, if you're interested. If you're not, I'm not going to do it. But if you're interested, I'm going to do it. If if no, it's a conditional. You know, it's a conditional. It has conditions. And this is essential, mainly what I wanted to convey. There are many great deal of people who want to achieve their dreams, and thereby this should be helped even by the government, because happy people, okay, in the end we had to, sorry, in the end, no, in the end we're going to we're going to produce better people, right? In the end, we're going to produce, or maybe I don't know, take it away. I don't know. In the end, we ought to produce happy people, and this should be the goal of a government. Although governments are only worried or concerned about creating new taxes and increasing the taxes, increasing the taxes which are already available. I mean, so to finalize or to conclude, it can be said that there's a lot to be done. There's a lot to be done, and thereby, or thus, or hence, or therefore, there are four possibilities. Therefore, thereby, thus, o hence, que quiere decir por lo tanto, por lo tanto, por tanto. Okay? Thereby, thus, or hence. I forgot the fourth one now. Therefore, this is what I think about that issue, or issue, or subject, or topic. And sorry, now I have to stop because I don't have more time left. All right. Now in going out today, I can't show you my adventures in Sawyer, but tomorrow I'll certainly go there. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and please write down, write down your comments. Escribe tus comentarios, ¿vale? Y los voy a responder con mucho gusto. Thank you. Bye.